Hey guys, this is Tiffany with the Nerdettes. Sorry for the light that's like right behind the laptop came on right when I did that. So sorry about that. But I'm here to kind of go over the Black Mirror series. So I've watched all of it up until season 4. And season 4 so far has been crazy and has had my favorite episode so far with USS Callister. So I'm really intrigued to watch more of it, and I just finished watching season 4, episode 3 called Crocodile. And Crocodile is about Mia and Rob, and they're younger, like kind of probably early 20s, I think. And basically, it shows them like partying and looks like maybe they're doing drugs and stuff and drinking, and everything goes a little wonky, and they kind of lose sense of like, where they are, who they are, all that stuff. So I don't know, hold on, sorry. Anyway, but yeah, so they're driving and they're like singing and having fun, and they hit a guy, like they hit a biker, or someone, and of course it's bad. Like, he's dead. Or we assume he's dead. His leg is at a weird angle. He looks very dilapidated, like completely, like, just not like any human should. So they freak out and they decide that, like, she wants to call the cops. And Rob is like, no, we can't do that. We'll get in trouble. Like, we're on drugs. We're drunk. Like, obviously, we'll go to jail. I can't have that. Like, all this stuff will be life ruining. So he convinces her, against her will, basically, to drag this guy in a sleeping bag from the back of their car to the lake, and, like, just toss him in. Just pretend it never happened, and then throw the bike in there as well, and then just kind of get rid of the evidence. So, basically, we see, like, this lady, it kind of flips to this lady that represents Realm Insurance, and it kind of shows us this technology where they can get details of the scene of an accident with, like, this technology. So they put this, like, and we've seen this with Black Mirror before, they put it to, like, your temple of your head, and it, like, recalls your memories and stuff to help solve cases and to get, like, your actual, your actual, like, view of any kind of crime or accident. So Mia, like, this is some years later, it flash forwards. Mia becomes like this guru in architecture, and she's invited to speak at this architecture conference. And she has a family now. She has a husband, and, like, she has like a kids, and basically she gets done with this conference, and you can tell she's kind of moved on with her life to an extent, and everything is pretty good. Well, Rob, like, contacts her apparently, and she invites him to come meet her at this hotel. And this article has come out about the dead man's wife, who is wanting to kind of talk about her husband that passed away, who's the guy that they hit, and, like, just, like, how hurt she was that this has happened and he's missing and no one's come forward. Well, Rob, the guilty conscience, has been eating away from, at him for all this time, and he wants to say something finally, especially for this guy's wife. Well, now Mia, she has her own life, her career, her family to think about, and she's like, no, we can't say anything. Like, she has a life now, and she actually tells him that. He tells her, well, we have to do something, we have to say something. And she feels like, you can tell she feels like she's gotten the short end of the stick, because she wanted to tell someone to begin with, and he was the one that said no. And, she tried to cover up for him, and obviously they were both in the wrong to do that to begin with. So she is like a domino effect, and, like, cause and effect causality type thing where basically, well, I killed one guy, so she decides she's going to kill Rob. So he can't say anything to anybody about what happened. So she kills him. And what's funny is, like, we start hearing that song that we've heard since episode 2 of season 1. Anyone who knows what love is, just plays, and that's really kind of iconic in this whole series. That song just keeps popping up randomly in different episodes. So, anyways, it pops up again, and we hear it with like a pizza car, which we'll get to. But she hears on the radio. She just takes Rob in her trunk while listening to the song and like singing along to it. She takes him to like this affordable living complex that's being built and drops him in like this, like almost, and it's almost like it has like a sizzling effect. I guess this is like the concrete mixer and like whatever construction equipment is there. She drops him in something that's essentially like, it almost acts like an acid or like a boiler, if you will. And he's, done. So she drops him in there and goes back to this hotel where she had the conference at. So the things that we've seen used are called memory collaborators, and they are the technology to recall these incidents. Well, Mia is at this window looking out from her hotel room, and you can tell like she's deep in thought, like about what has happened and stuff. Like back when Rob was there, and there was a pizza car accident. There were different witnesses to the scene. It's also playing that song, Anyone Who Knows What Love Is. And it basically, it hits someone. And so they, there's cameras kind of see it, but it doesn't see like what speed it's going. So the memory collaborators want to go out and get witnesses to wear that piece to kind of collaborate what they saw and how, if it was actually speeding or what happened with that pizza car, because it's actually like automated. It's not like an actual person driving it. It's like electronic, so it just ran over this guy. So anyway, Shazia is the inspector. And she basically goes around to all these people, gets their memories, but she can't really get the speed down. Well, from one of the memories, she sees Mia looking at the scene from the hotel window. From like this kind of like pervert guy who was doing something. I don't even know what he was doing. He was like, kind of watching different things. I think he was watching a guy across the way, like a peeping Tom kind of guy. He actually saw Mia in the window, so she goes to investigate Mia. Mia puts on the piece after, being kind of convinced to do so, not wanting to do it. And she gets her memory scanned, and of course the investigator kind of sees a little bit. We don't really get to find out how much she sees, but enough to kind of get the gist of what happened. And she's like really eager to leave, and Mia's like, well, you've seen too much now, I gotta kill you too. So she puts it on her because she's like, who did you tell you were coming here? She sees her telling her husband that she was going to talk to Mia, and she, of course this lady's like beyond, just defeated and upset, because now she knows she's going to kill her and kill her husband. So it's really heart-wrenching. She kills her, goes to her home that she lives in, kills her husband in the tub, like psycho here, and is getting ready to leave and hears like a baby, like kind of, muttering or, kind of cooing. So, unfortunately, because of those memory collaborators, she doesn't want to leave any witnesses, literally. So she goes and kills the baby. And so this whole time, her kid has been like, you can't miss my play, you got to be there, you said you'd be there. So she's been trying to rush to get all this taken care of so she can go see her kid in like this like school musical type thing or school production. So she goes to see this, and it's all these kids singing about what they want to be or do when they grow up, and it's kind of like this reflection on what she could have been or could have done had she not chosen the kind of serial killer route. And really, kind of ironic. But so we see these memory, collaborators join these detectives in the scene of this murder with the husband in the bathtub. They find him and they find the dead baby, who we learn is blind, so couldn't have seen anything. So that the baby was completely blind. So she just killed a blind baby. That, I mean, obviously she didn't know that, but I mean, craziness. But she did miss one witness, and that's this tiny little hamster that had been a birthday gift from her husband that she really didn't want, but it's kind of for the baby too. So, it works out. So, but Mia didn't see it, and so she didn't kill it. So they get its memory recollections. What that looks like, I don't know, like black and white, or how a hamster like can see the universe and view it. But it's very ambiguous, the ending is, because these police show up in force to the school where this production is going on, and it just kind of like Mia sees them and like seizes up, and you can kind of see on her face that she knows that she's done for. But we don't ever see like what happens. We don't see if she's arrested. We don't see if they actually arrest her or take her away, or if she's actually been caught. So it kind of leaves it open to your interpretation, leaves that ambiguity for you to, kind of put your own ending on it. Like most people, I'm sure, would assume that she gets arrested for life and gets held accountable for her actions. So I don't really know, but that's what happens. So what an episode. It's called Crocodile. So I guess, like, I don't really know why it's called Crocodile. Maybe if you do, let me know. I guess because they're kind of cold-blooded, and they kill for survival. Maybe that's it, because she feels like she's killing to survive. I don't know. Let me, again, ambiguous. So let me know your interpretation of the title and what you thought if you've seen this. Would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/thenerdettes. We really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And hope to see you guys later. Bye.